Pennsylvania, and the link. It's the Army Black Knights and the Temple Owls. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Army's offense will have the first possession of the game. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Owls offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the big fella, senior tight end. They'll try to feed him today. And what a luxury it is to have a weapon like this at tight end. He is a big play that can happen at any moment. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. The inside handoff. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. There's a little room there. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Touchdown, Temple! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Black Knights!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the road.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the score.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Moving away from pressure. Fires downfield. Connection to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Gets the 1st himself. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Picks up the 1st down. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Black Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Howard. Maybe some room here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pulls it on the option. Makes it past the marker. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same.
Turning it on. And they swarm him under.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll go to the fullback. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Army! A great catch and run for 6. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Hardy. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk him down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and now they lead by a field goal. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Black Knights.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early... There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. At the 40, there he goes. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat.
Touchdown, Owls! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Keeps it on 1st down. He'll toss it.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the 1st option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Bring in the heat. Swings it out to the flat. Breaks into the open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Black Knights will hustle to the line.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. It's complete on the right side. And it's caught, but he's stopped short, and you have to get the route past the marker on 4th down. Give to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, he can go. Push down for the tackle. Just enough time to get off one more snap. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Badgers sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And the Black Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more?
Makes the grab in their space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Owl! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Black Knights offense will go to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the big fullback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. On the option. Got enough for the first. There's a crease. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Black Knights back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Run it with the fullback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The run inside. It's Smith. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
On the option. He'll keep it again on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Maybe a crease. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the 1st down. An explosive play in the running game. Moves the sticks for the 1st down, but there is an injured player on the field. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. Now on the option. Got room to work. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Black Knights are rolling down the field. Guys, it's Temple with the lead here at the end of the quarter. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. This time he wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Look out, he's got room. Strong, firm tackle. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Handoff to the single running back. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Gets the back moving. On 4th down, going to the air. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Might have a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. The give to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Finding open areas. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the 1st. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Tight end now in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Hey, kill it. 214 close. 214 close. Kill. 390 twilight. 390 twilight. Hot.
Surging forward on the sneak. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and 1. I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease. Pick up the first. Keep the drive alive.
Handoff from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23 in this. Finding some room. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! Boy, did they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They're going to throw it to start the drive. On the move, he fires. Tosses it incomplete.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The run inside. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. They want that clock to run. Got a little grass. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Caught behind the line. It's Clark. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Rush is on him. Firing to the right, complete. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. To pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.